Times today are becoming extremely hard for the average fella. Extremely hard. Like, if you're the type of guy that can get stuff going, like in every area of your life, like you are the luckiest MF walking this earth, because there's such a small amount of people who can get all these things going for themselves. And I mean everything. I'm talking your dream career, your dream business, your dream relationship, your dream home, your dream everything. If you can get all these things going for yourself, you're an extremely lucky individual. This is why times are becoming so hard for men, because to live the dream nowadays, it's slim to none. Like, percentage wise of men that can make that happen, it's slim to none. It's a very small percent. You just have to make sure you're the man that makes it in that small percent, and you can get those things going for yourself. And it's very difficult. It's going to take most of your life. If you come from a certain background, the chances of making it happen are slim to none. And it seems like the people that can make it happen are people that come from better backgrounds, richer families, like stuff of that nature. And if you don't come from a richer family and you can make it happen, you would be one that's considered breaking generational curses, which is very possible as well. But if you can do that, you are one slick individual. One slick individual. And this is why times are so hard for men today. Extremely hard. It's damn near impossible to get all these things lined up for yourself. And it's going to take most of your life, if you didn't come from the very perfect circumstance. It's going to take most of your life. You're going to have to grind all throughout your 20s, possibly some in your 30s. And of course, still grind after that. The grind never stops, but it's going to take a hell of a sacrifice. And if you're not one to put in that sacrifice, you'll just be another man in this world that lacks areas of his life and doesn't have certain things in store. And it's up to anyone's self. It is up to you what you want out of this life to make things happen the way you want it to happen. It is entirely up to yourself. And yeah, the ups and downs are going to be nuts. It's going to be chaotic. You're going to have to deal with stress. You're going to have to deal with self-doubt. You're going to have to deal with rejection. You're going to have to deal with everything that's designed to break you as a man, and you can't break. You're going to have to take hella losses. You're going to have to take so much turmoil, so much mental and physical and spiritual turmoil. And this is something most women, I don't know if I should say most, but a lot of women don't have to deal with. They might have to deal with some of these, but not all of it. Women can make things happen for themselves so much easier than a man. And this is the facts. They can disagree. They can say it's just as hard for us, but it's just simply not true. Women can toy with so many different men. Men can't do that. There's things women can do that men just can't do. And most men can't do anything. Most men have no leverage. Women have leverage. Some men have leverage, but most men don't have any leverage. That's why, as a man, you want to work yourself in a position where you have a ton of leverage. A ton. If you want the best shot to make this one life what you want it to be, you have to work yourself to a point where you have a ton of leverage. And it's going to take a lot of your life, especially if you have to break those generational curses. Even if you come from a perfect background, it's still going to take most of your life. It's going to take at least up until somewhere in your 20s to make things happen. Like even pro athletes, you ain't getting a big contract until you're in your 20s pretty much. So the grind never stops. Anyone who makes it to the top in whatever they're doing worked extremely hard their whole life. If you look at any pro boxers at the top, they were all had gloves laced on their hands at the age of like 5 or 6. They were boxing since young kids. And they put in those reps, they put in the sacrifice, they put in the grind. There's things they didn't do, there's things they did. So it just takes a lot as a man. And a woman, you can just simply be pretty and get away with damn near murder. And that these are the facts. There's so many things you can do, there's so many opportunities you can have, and men just don't get that because men have to create their opportunities. Women are just given things. No one's going to pay endless amounts of money to go pick up men, to gift men things, to do things for men, to be there for men, to do this for men, to do that for men. Women get that treatment. Men don't. Women get free things. Men don't. Men have to earn. Women are just given. Unless you're a feminist and you want to do it all yourself and you don't want to take nothing from a man. But then again, you're just making life hard for yourself, and time's going to keep going, and you're going to see that that was not the answer, and you're going to be sad about it, and things ain't going to go well, and all of a sudden, you've basically become a man, and you have to keep living the rest of your life like a man would, and it's going to take a toll on you, a serious toll. So, yeah, nothing's easy for a man. But things can be easy for women if they make it easy for themselves. But not a man on earth has it easy. It's never going to be easy. You shouldn't wish for it to be easy. You should wish for the strength to continue on and to keep moving in this world and do the things you have to do as a man to succeed, because at the end of the day, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be tough. And there's a lot of people giving up. You can't be one. And you can fall down, but you got to get back up. You can take a down day. You got to get back up. You got to keep believing in yourself. You can't let things slide too much. You can't let yourself go, no matter how you feel inside, no matter what's going on. You have to prevail. You have to be that dude. You have to look yourself in the mirror and say, regardless of what happens, I'm going to keep going. I understand this is going to be tough, but I'm tough. I am a MFer. I know who I am. I know what I can do. Look at the other men in the world that's succeeding. I can do that too. I can do it better than that. So watch me. Challenge yourself. Be a dog. Be a dog. Get after it like a dog. Make it your whole life's mission to get down with it like a dog, instead of getting dogged down by the world, manipulated by a female, put in your place by a female. Something crazy happens, like you can't let none of this stuff happen. You have to keep it trucking. You have to keep it moving and show the world who you really are. That's what I did. And it's funny because some people can look at you, some women can look at you, oh, look at this guy, he's so crazy, blah, blah, blah. Some even average men can look at you and be like, look at this guy, like, what is he doing? Like, they don't get it, bro. Deep down inside, they know you're winning. Deep down inside, they know you're that dude. They just want to come up with something to try to paint you in a bad light, when in actuality, you're that dude. You're a winner. And it's because you choose to win. You choose to get up every single day and fight for what's right. You put up a fight. You don't give up. You're becoming the man you're supposed to be. You don't take no for an answer. No matter how hard it gets, you're going to keep pressing forward. No quit. And like I said, bro, like, you can get beaten to your knees. You can fall down. You just got to get back up. You can get hit so hard. You can get hit so hard that you literally fall down and it knocks you off of your square, but you got to get back up and get back on your square and keep fighting. You got to keep fighting. Times are very hard. Times are very difficult today for men in general. But y'all have to give it everything you got. Y'all got to stay focused. Y'all have to distance yourself from stuff that doesn't serve you so you can serve yourself. Because no one else is going to come and serve you. You have to serve yourself. And if there's things around you that ain't doing that, there's nothing around you that's benefiting you. Rather, it's just crushing you. Because if something is not with you, it's against you. There's no in between. Something's either good for you or it's bad for you. Sometimes you can think something's good for you and it was bad for you. Sometimes you can think that friend is a good friend. All of a sudden, you're starting to see things, not a good friend. And this is a bad situation. Sometimes you think that's an amazing woman, that's an amazing girl, and all of a sudden, it's not. It's not good for you. And sometimes y'all's gonna date females and you're gonna think at first, what a great situation. What a great woman. And then you understand with time that it's not. How many of us was in those positions before? And you have to let them go. Because it's gonna slowly suck the life force out of you. It's gonna slowly deteriorate you into just nothing. So anything like this that's around you, any of this energy that's around you as a man, when you're on your path and your purpose, you have to get it out. When you see things, you can't ignore it. When you see these certain people around you, that friend you have, but you see little things, because if you're anything like me with a good eye for things, I have a good eye for things. I know who's a good woman and who's not. I know who's a good friend and who's not. I know who's a good family member and who's not. I know who's good in general and who is not. I have a good eye. I have a wicked, wicked eye for things like this. I can't be fooled. You can be fooled for a second, not enough for it to fool you over time and destroy you, because that's the only way you can be destroyed. I've been destroyed before. And you have to dig and claw to come back to who you really are. And once you go through that once, if you have a level of self-awareness, it's almost impossible that it happens again to that level. It's almost impossible. So there's 1,000,001 things today that men have to do, that men must do. And there's a lot of things you have to watch out for as well, because when you're starting to succeed, when you're starting to become successful, when things are going really good, you have to be careful, because there's going to be things that's thrown your way that is designed to destroy you. That's designed to take your life. That's designed to rob you of everything you're becoming. Seriously. How long is it going to take? How many times? I've been through a lot of stuff, and it caused me over the years to distance myself from most people and stuff like that. And you can see it clearly, bro, over time, who's good for you and who's not. You can clearly see it. So when you're trying to elevate, when you're trying to level up, those things that's around you have to go. Because if it's around you, it's going to destroy you. If it's around you, have fun. The end. It's going to be the end of you. If you have things that's not good for you close to you, you're done. That's how serious this shit is. You're done. You're going to slow down. You're going to start to crumble. Things are going to start to happen because you let something in that wasn't supposed to be there. So these things, whether it's anybody, have to go. Absolutely has to go. And it's sad because some of you are in positions where you're forced to be surrounded by people like that. And it keeps you from elevating. It keeps you from becoming the man you're supposed to be. It keeps you from everything. And there's even some women in those positions. I can't say it's just men, but you have to do whatever it takes to get yourself out of those positions so you can grow. Because if you don't grow, you're done. You're absolutely done. You're toast. It's the end. It's the beginning of the end. And like I said, man, for a man today, times are extremely tough. It's harder to get things going right now more than ever before. There's also more opportunities than ever before. It's just so difficult to get stuff going. So difficult. And if you're the type of guy that can break generational curses and get every area of his life going properly, you're one slick individual. You are one slick individual. It's going to take a long time to make that happen, but you can definitely make it happen. You can most definitely make that happen. If you got God on your side, you can make that happen. You just got to make sure God is on your side and you're being the man you're supposed to be, and you don't lose sight of what matters the most. And that is God. That is your work ethic. That is everything that's in your life, yourself, the way you feel, the way you think, the way you carry yourself, the way you can get up every day and push forward. These things are crucial. These things matter. Your mentality going forward is everything. So if there's things in your life that's taking you down, if there's things in your life that's bad for you, it's got to go so you can grow. So break those generational curses, put in the work, put in the time, put in the grind. Make something of yourself. Create a great life for yourself, a great legacy, a great family tree from your bloodline. And don't settle for less. Do not settle for less, fellas. Get your worth. And make sure the people that's in your life are held accountable. Make sure the people in your life are keen on growing themselves. Make sure of it. Do not take it easy on nobody. And I mean nobody. And if people is moving the right way to begin with, obviously you can be easier on them because they're doing the right things to begin with. But if you got people in your circle, they're making a few mistakes, things are happening and whatnot, you have to hold them accountable. You have to tell them the truth. You have to tell them what's going on. And if they don't listen, that's another one you got to cut off. That's another one you got to let loose. Because it's toxic, it is poisonous, it is venomous to your life and to your well-being. So I hope this video could help. That's the video for this evening. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.